A new WWE move could potentially backfire on the company, or it could be the greatest idea they have ever had. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about that. Plus, we have some news about a WWE star who is believed to be confirmed for AAA Lucha Libre. And we do got to talk about a potential Backlash spoiler. If you guys don't like spoilers, this is your chance now to look at the timestamps and to move forward in the video, because we will be kicking things off with a potential spoiler for WWE Backlash. So again, if you guys don't want to be spoiled, I've given you the warning, but at this point, it is now time to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, there is this belief that Cody is returning at WWE Backlash. Now, this isn't 100% confirmed, but according to PWInsider.com, they have reported today that the discussions within WWE have included at least one pitch for Cody Rhodes to make a surprise appearance this Saturday at WWE Backlash in St. Louis, Missouri. Now, according to the report, basically it makes the most sense, right? Like, this is what WWE believes makes the most sense, considering him losing the belt to John Cena. The PW Insider has also stressed that they haven't 100% confirmed that this is the direction. However, this is something that is being internally discussed within the company. We obviously haven't seen him since WrestleMania 41 Night 2. Cody Rhodes losing the championship. What is going to happen next? That's the question everybody wants to know. And I want to know too. Quite frankly, I don't see John Cena losing the belt to Randy Orton. So how do they go about booking this in a way that makes the most sense? And how do they go about booking this in a way that truly gets people hooked and bought in on Cody Rhodes as a babyface? Because Cody is super talented. One moment he could be getting booed, and the very next second he can be getting them to cheer him. And that is such a hard task for a wrestler to do, but that is something that Cody Rhodes has been able to do. So ultimately, I'm excited to see how they book this match. Like I said, I do not see Randy Orton losing this match whatsoever. And in order for him to lose this match, there's got to be something that John Cena does. Does that mean Travis Scott comes out? Is that what we're getting here? Do we get Travis Scott helping John Cena yet again? We know that Travis Scott is currently training to be a professional wrestler. So what is the situation here? Does maybe Travis Scott try to help John Cena defeat Randy? Cody then comes to the aid of Randy. But then because Cody got involved in Randy Orton's match, maybe Randy Orton then loses the match, and then he obviously gets pissed off at Cody and turns heel. I don't know, but it's something to pay attention to. And that brings us to our next topic. Ladies and gentlemen, El Grande Americano, the new WWE Speed Champion, very well could be headed to AAA Lucha Libre, and maybe as soon as AAA Triple Mania. Now, with that being said, Conan has been talking about this on his podcast, and he says that he believes El Grande Americano will in fact become part of AAA Lucha Libre. Now, I personally do not think El Grande Americano is a long-term project for WWE. I don't think we see El Grande Americano constantly showing up in AAA at all. However, I did talk about this on a live stream where I said it would be very smart for WWE to do El Grande Americano versus somebody from AAA in a mask versus mask match at Worlds Collide. We know Worlds Collide will feature main roster talent, NXT talent, and AAA talent. If I am the WWE, I cannot see why you wouldn't do this. We need to get to the point where somebody is revealed to be El Grande Americano. Cough, cough, Chad Gable. So if Conan is saying that, El Grande Americano is going to be in AAA at some point, which again, it would make sense. It's going to generate heat, and WWE likes to do that, and it'll get people talking, which again, WWE likes to do that. Then have him show up at Triple Mania, no problem, and see what happens. See what you can do. Now, you got to keep in mind, Triple Mania is actually 1 week after Worlds Collide. So we'll see how WWE sets this up. We'll see how they go about it. You got to remember, Rey Mysterio and El Grande Americano had more plans on the table, but Rey just had surgery. So now you have to wonder will AAA and El Grande Americano meet together? Now, I just want to throw this out there. You know, for the sake of being a wrestling fan, I'm a really big fan of Vikingo. I wouldn't mind seeing Vikingo be the one to unmask El Grande Americano. It is very clear that WWE is already high on Vikingo. I mean, the minute that they announced it, he was the only person from AAA Lucha Libre to represent the company. So I don't know how they got to build it. I don't know where they start with it because, again, it is slightly different. But because it's different, I want to see them do it. I want to see them do it. And if Chad Gable gets revealed, it's perfect. Listen, I don't think El Grande Americano should be a thing for the next 3, 4, 5 months. A lot of people are under the assumption that this is not going away anytime soon. Triple Mania, Worlds Collide, both of them early June, next month, 1 month from now. So to me, it's just a no-brainer. Set it up, do the big time match, and move on. And that brings us to our final topic. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of AAA, we got to talk about CMLL and AEW because this is where things get really crazy. And I understand some people are not going to like this. I understand some people are going to be very outspoken about this. And yes, I do believe this is risky. I do genuinely believe what I am about to talk to you guys about is incredibly risky because WWE is apparently closely monitoring AEW Grand Slam Mexico for future signings of WWE and AAA. Now, this is tough because WWE is all of a sudden taking notice to the Mexican talent. Obviously, AEW is going to do this event with CMLL, but these talents are not signed to AEW. There is an opportunity for WWE to swoop in and sign them, which was something that was talked about with Stephanie Vakir being on Forbidden Door, right? They did the match with Stephanie, and next thing you know, WWE signed her, like right away. Dave Meltzer is saying that WWE is keeping a close eye on all of this with plans to scout and possibly sign any standout talent who are available. And I don't know. Listen, it's risky because WWE at this point in time could be doing this simply to sign talent to keep them away from AEW, which I think is the wrong mindset. You should sign talent because it can make your product better, not because it could keep them away. But also at the same time too, there is a lot of respect in Lucha Libre. Like you have your talent who are extremely loyal to CMLL and don't plan on leaving CMLL to go to AAA and vice versa. So with WWE interrupting wrestling in Mexico, it could be very problematic. But I also understand why they would do it. WWE doesn't mind being problematic. WWE wants to be the biggest and best, and this is one of those tactics that they have. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. My name is Ango, and I'll see you guys next time.